Hello, everybody. How are you? How were your classes today? I read a little bit of the chat. I sat down when I typed that message to you guys like 3 minutes ago. So I started reading. I started from the most recent, and I started going up. So yeah, I see what you guys have been chatting about, the coronavirus. Wow, scary, yes. So did I see one of you say how many deaths there have been? I know the breakout had just started happening when all of our VIPKID teacher friends were over in China, but it wasn't breaking out in Beijing, and they were mainly in Beijing. Who do I have here? Marianne, Laura, Kim, Heather. Anybody that was here earlier that I missed? All right, well, hopefully, hello to anybody else who's here. Say hi again, even if you said hi earlier. I'm glad you're here, Kim. You can help me if I say anything wrong about ITutor. And Marianne is applying to ITutor. Hi, Janie. Hi, Danny. So yeah, how are your classes? I had 4 today. I'm working a lot less than I used to, which is why I'm applying to ITutor. It's been 17, only 17. Heather, 1 is too many. Yeah, so my classes, I had all regulars. The only class that was a little weird was my very first class. I was sitting there in what I thought was a student no-show. I had my camera open, and then all of a sudden I see the little thing, you know, on the top of the screen that says, student says he can't see or hear you, but it was still showing up that he was offline. So I tried calling the fireman, which nothing happened. Thank you who gave me this tip. I think it might have been Candy. I don't think she's here, but she gave me the tip to call the fireman on the phone, on your phone app, and you get a quicker response, and I did. They were able to call the parents, and we started class at 12 minutes. I went till 28. He's one of my longtime regulars, so definitely would do that for him. Danny had 4 at GoGoKid, extend. Sometimes I get tired of making my own extensions. Was it a K, baby? Yeah, 1 is too many, yep. I'm gonna go ahead and start with the weekly reports. Like I said before, most of the chit chat I'll do at the end. I'm gonna start with VIPKID because it's shorter. The GoGoKid report is super long. Oh, okay, yeah, Danny, contact the fireman through the app. You get a much quicker response, and I saw that was very true today with no camera working. Yeah, contact the fireman, and they can call the parents. All right, so let's talk about VIPKID. Okay, so you guys, did you guys think that the number of gems equaled the number of tokens? Like, I thought it was 1-on-1, but it's not. If you didn't read the weekly report, it's like 5 gems for 1 of your tokens. So basically like 100 gems is 20 of your tokens. 300 gems is 60 of your tokens. 500 is 100 and 1,000 is 200. That's great news because I thought it was 1-on-1. So I thought if I gave them 100 gems, it cost me 100 tokens. So I'm glad to hear that it's not. Okay. And the next thing in the report, the gemstone box icon. Okay, daily reward, are you checking in? This was in the previous reports, and Morgan did a YouTube or a live stream about this. You can double the number of tokens you would otherwise would have received if you open 1 slot for the time specified between January 19th and 31st. Expiring at 11:59 p.m. Beijing time. Lingo Bus, Chinese New Year Culture Journey. To get you in the mood this Chinese New Year, Lingo Bus has created a series of videos where you can learn popular New Year songs, Chinese greetings, and the fine art of the Chinese zodiac handcrafts. It's a Facebook group. Sorry, Danny. Special Chinese New Year meetup. This is a virtual meetup. We're flipping the scripts on Meetup, those unique occasions where teachers hang out offline and shaking things up with a little virtual meetup. The unique meetup lets you celebrate Chinese New Year and Lantern Festival along with the VIPKID staff from Beijing. So this will be February 5th at 5 p.m. Pacific time. We're 3 hours behind here in Eastern. You're 2 hours behind in Central. So that would be 3 p.m. for those of you in Central Time, 2 p.m. for those of us in Eastern. Spots are limited, so RSVP. They have a link where you can RSVP. And then they're talking about other meetups. If anyone knows of a meetup in your state, put that in the chat and I'll read it. Maybe someone will know about it. They have meetups in Virginia, so I will have to go check if it's the area of Virginia near me. The VIP community responds to trending topics. A reminder about Spring Festival, when will teachers receive their 1099, and winter camps opening the old classroom. All right. Okay, so also one thing I wanted to do in between reading weekly reports, I want to ask for your opinion. So give me your opinion. On days like this, when I'm not going live on Tuesdays and I'm going live 2 days later, do you guys want to hear the weekly reports? Or by that time, is it like, well, we already read them, it's 2 days later? Or maybe like, I never read them, so I'm happy that you read them. Or maybe there's a middle ground, I don't care either way. So, I don't want to waste my breath talking if you guys don't want to hear these. So let me know. Let me read in the chat. I don't know what you're laughing at, Danny. Same for GoGoKid update. You can win money on Facebook. Okay. They only had 85 openings for the meetup. Oh, is it already closed? Yes, Danny and I are doing Nancy Taylor's class tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Central. I don't know if she has spots left, but if anyone wants to join Danny and I. Okay, so Heather, only the one was a virtual meetup, the one with the Beijing office about, the Chinese New Year, but the other ones I read, those, like the one in Virginia and other ones, those are meetups in person. So just the one was a virtual meetup. Okay, Kim wants to still hear them. Okay, Danny still wants to hear them. Okay, and Marianne, I like to okay, she likes the discussion, even if you have already read it. The class is today. Wait, today? Oh, today is Thursday. Gosh, I got my days mixed up. Okay, today, Danny and I are doing a class with Nancy Taylor at 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 Central. You're doing her class. You will have to let us know how it goes. Yeah, Cindy talked a little about it on her live. It sounds like you then can sign up and pay for it. I'm not going to pay for it. I just want to hear what she has to say. I'm interested. Love the Oh, thank you. Yeah, I use this as reward sometimes, or like level 5. They have the flowers shop, the florist. Actually, they go with a lot of lessons, colors. Let us know how it goes. Okay, I will. Yeah. I'll be live Tuesday next week. All right, let me get into the GoGoKid weekly report. Super long, super long, the GoGoKid weekly report. Okay, so they are having a money tree quiz contest at 9 p.m. Beijing time on the 25th, 27th, 29th. GoGoKid will go live on the Facebook page. Sorry, Danny. And all the questions will be answered. The quiz links will be provided in advance, but no quiz until after you've watched them. All right, so you attend the Facebook Live at the scheduled time and dates. Then you complete the quiz on Freshdesk or during the live allotted time. So I'm going to summarize. I did read this ahead of time. So it's like you have 10 minutes to do the quiz. Once you start the quiz, you can only do it once, you can't do it multiple times. You have to have 90% of the questions correct. And if you do, then you can enter this contest. And everybody who enters wins, can split it if they got the quiz right, basically. Trying to sum it up. Okay. Days of Spring Festival giveaway. Workshop during Spring Festival. The GoGoKid is offering 14 workshops whose topics are selected based on parent feedback. The attendees of the 3 special workshops will have a chance for winning amazing prizes. All right, so yeah, to get the links for the workshops, I would go to Freshdesk, but engagement part 2, I'll quickly read what they are. culture of Spring Festival and what Chinese students do during vacation, how to avoid parent complaints, pacing and time management, engagement. Anyway, so there's a GoGoKid Spring Photo Contest. So you have to do this contest between Sunday, January 22nd and Monday, February 1st. 5 winners can win a Chinese uni blind box. Okay, so how to enter? Comment under this post, meaning when you read the weekly, go to Freshdesk, and when you read the weekly report, you can comment right under. Actually, I know a lot of people who don't read the GoGoKid weekly report because it's on Freshdesk. They hate going to another. So I guess if you're not on Freshdesk, you can't do this. But collect likes for your photos. The winners will be selected. They'll select 2 people with the most likes on their photo, 3 additional people with a great picture, and they give you a link to learn more about it. Okay. Contract renewal. Okay, so recently many teachers chose to sign the new contract, and we'll do our best to process them quickly during the Chinese New Year holiday. I actually just signed my new GoGoKid contract yesterday. It came up in my portal, and I knew from reading the weekly reports that you got to do it as quick as possible. It's funny because I was trying to do everything I needed to do for ITutor, which I'll get to later. And then that got me to like looking at VIPKID and GoGoKid and realized I needed to sign my contract. Anyway, I digress. By just clicking agree and continue in a pop-up contract, you will not renew your contract. You have to take a quiz. I took the quiz. The good thing is they tell you the ones that you get wrong, and then you can take it again. Once approved, it means you successfully signed the new contract. Okay, things they're working on to improve. We will try our best to continue to improve the new credit score incentive system based on teachers' feedback. And we are also working with a more detailed instructions to help teachers understand the new credit score, how it will increase. So good, because it is confusing. I've tried, like I even talked about it, I think on my last live, or maybe it was 2 lives ago. Yeah, it is so confusing. So they're working on making it less confusing. So here's one thing they said. If possible, okay, here it is. I need to find the beginning of the sentence. Hold on. All right, so basically, there has been some teachers who decided to not even sign a new contract because they don't like this new credit score system. And they're, so this is what they say. We appreciate all teachers' support as we grow together. And just as we've done in the past, we will continue to do our best to make the platform better. If for some reason teachers find the new contract not so appealing for them right now, if possible, we would invite them to proceed with us as we continue to work on improving and utilizing the platform. So basically they're saying, please sign the contract. We're trying to work on making it better, which, you know, reading in between the lines, a lot of teachers have not been signing because they're really mad about this new system. For most people, it means a drop in what they were making. Unless you teach a lot of classes, you know, then your pay is going down. So yeah, they're saying they're working on improving that. And the new credit score is offered according to Beijing time. So it's not according to our time. So in other words, if it's like, if you're teaching a night class, it's a different day in Beijing, you know? So remember that when you're calculating your own pay. I'm guessing they get a lot of tickets about that, and that's why it ended up in the weekly report. Yeah, if you are level 3, these are the number system they have now. If you teach 2 or more classes each day, your new credit incentive, each class will be at least 1.5 or up to 2.5. All right. You can get more details by reading the GoGoKid updates on December 31st. That's the one day I actually did not do a live stream and did not read the GoGoKid weekly report. So I can't say, go to my channel on December 31st. I did not do a live stream that day. All right, ready boot camp to boost the festival. They're talking about workshops, winter vacation and spring festival. How will this affect me? They have a video. You are wanted. Okay. Oh, this sounds cool. I would love to do this. So they are going to offer advanced courses to teachers on the following topics. And we already know there's a great number of professional educators in our teaching community. I think they're trying to say, hint, hint, if anybody is, expert on these subjects, maybe you could teach a workshop. Now it's time to take the stage and bring it to the next level. So they want to offer child psychology theories in their application, second language acquisition in early childhood, theory of multiple intelligences and its application in the online classroom, and Bloom's taxonomy, I can't talk, and its application in the online classroom. So, like most of you, I took a lot of workshops when I was a new teacher, but haven't taken a lot lately. But I would, if they had offered these, I would do it. Slower response rates. So between January 24th and the 30th, they want you to be patient. There's going to be more of them on vacation. So it may be slower response times. And if, they get back to you later about cancellation or something, like it won't affect you. So this is a little scary for the contracts because they already have a lot of people signing the new contracts and they're behind, and now they're going to be lower staffed. Okay, kind of scary. But the appeal function in the portal is preferred and more efficient. So if you need to change your type, so if you want to appeal like a student no-show, a late, a low Apple appeal, they prefer you go through the portal and not send a ticket. Okay, so it will be much faster if you go through the portal. Update for Chinese New Year and tips for non-teaching issues. Since the holiday and more students will be taking classes in non-peak time, prepare yourself. So in other words, open slots at night and do things you wouldn't normally do. We all know that. And then they also want you to know, we all know this, your bookings are going to be slightly down during Chinese New Year. Okay, are you guys finding your bookings are down? I'm opening less slots. So most of them are filling, but I am having a lot of cancellations. All right, so let me go back and I'll read whatever anybody said in all caps. Stupid quiz. Yeah, I know, it was annoying. My contract took 3 days to process. Not bad. Okay, good to know because I just signed it yesterday. So, okay, that's not bad. Okay, I can't say I blame them. It's about incremental acceptance. I think you're referring to their new payment, but I'm not sure, Heather. Hard when you read these later. It's normalizing it. This is exactly why I was hesitant about GoGoKid, and I still am. Yeah, they're a new company, Heather. There's growing pains with a new company. I would say like they're a great backup for VIPKID, the 25-minute lessons. There are so many other companies that maybe have like a 40-minute lesson, and then that doesn't go with VIPKID. I think they're a good backup, but that's why VIPKID is my primary. I got a 25-cent per class pay drop due to the new system because I don't teach 9 classes a day. Yeah, that's annoying. That adds up over a month's time. You should compare it to your VIPKID pay, especially with short notice, and then decide, am I still getting more? Taxonomy. Okay, thank you. Let's see. We will see for me, not so much. Okay. I don't know what you're referring to. I keep reminding myself it is a bonus, not a cut and base pay. Yeah. Well, the thing is, they warned us before this came out, nobody's base pay was going to be cut. And it's true, they did not cut the base pays. But a lot of people who taught a lot of classes, I don't teach a lot of classes at GoGoKid, and I never got to 120 credit score. It was still in the 110 range because, there's 10 points to even get to 120. So, but it's still, if you worked for GoGoKid for a long time and you kept your score at 120 and you're used to getting that pay and that's what you've been getting for months, then this is like going to affect you. It's going to be less. Friday and Saturday are low because of extra evening classes. Yeah, well, this Friday and Saturday is the actual, Chinese New Year, but I don't teach night classes, but I hear they're booking, up until this weekend. My bookings are good except for tomorrow, but fully booked otherwise. And you teach at night, right, Heather? All right, I think I read all the things in all caps. Kim, I opened classes last night at ITutor just a few hours before, and it still had 2 student no-shows in a row. But you still got paid, right, if they were student no-shows. Heather, I do both days and evenings. Okay, see, but that's good if you can do that. That helps to balance out the lower bookings. I just can't do days and evenings. I just can't. Yeah, so, all right, well, I wanted to talk to you guys about my application process at iTutor. Let's see. Yes, I paid to play a game on my phone. Yeah, exactly. Awesome. Okay, and Janie said, I didn't get any bookings in the frenzy for Friday, so I'm closed the morning. Oh, you guys, I have one booking on Chinese New Year, and I wish that they would just cancel because it's an earlier booking. If it was like the last slot of the day, I'd be fine. But it's like, if I'm just gonna get one booking, I'd rather just sleep in. Let's see if by tomorrow, the 25-hour mark or whatever, they cancel. If my one class on Chinese New Year cancels, I'm just gonna close them on, just sleep in. Like I was trying to take off on Sundays. I added it back because now in the month of January, I'm not teaching a lot of PPT slots, or I'm only teaching 2 a day on weekdays. So I was worried about the PPT slots. So I went back to Sundays. And I know my husband wasn't happy about it. He asked, like, when are you taking a day off? So I don't know. And then I get suckered into the priority booking request. So at least if I got off for Chinese New Year, then 2 weeks from Saturday, I would close all those slots and not have to worry about the pressure of the priority booking requests. I have 3 tomorrow in the morning, 1 in morning, 2 in the evening. I'll have to look at my schedule for tomorrow. Kim has a regular VIPKID on Saturday. Ooh, Marianne is hosting a meetup on Saturday, so no work for you. All right, tell everybody about your meetup and what city it's in case anybody's near there who's watching now or watching later. They are regulars, no students. Okay, how about you, Casey? Okay, you guys, if you're talking to me, remember to type in all caps because there's so many messages going on and you guys are talking to each other that I'm not reading the ones that are not in all caps because then I figure you're talking to someone in the chat. All right, so I got hired at iTutor. Yay, I saw Kim give me clap hands in the, so it was a pretty easy, the interview. Yeah, Marianne said, my friend is a tax professional and going to offer tips on taxes, and we were having a potluck. Oh, that's a great idea for a meetup, especially this time of year. Kim said, not at VIPKID tomorrow, only 2 classes at iTutor. All right, so yeah, all right, I'm going to stop reading the chat for a little while. I'm going to get to my subject. I'm talking about iTutor. So my interviewer, I think, might have been a little biased. Kim. So we did practice together and, I did the interview. It was pretty easy. It's very different than when I applied to VIPKID and GoGoKid. I was completely new to the online teaching world. Here I've been teaching for 1.5 years, so it felt like so easy, like nothing. And yeah, I've been through other interview before, like I did interview for like native, but I was only a teacher for a few months by then. And then Cambly, you just like send a video talking about yourself. Oh, thank you, Cindy. I'm trying to wear red every day this week for Chinese New Year. And red's one of my favorite colors. So I have a lot of it in my wardrobe. I treated you no different. Okay, so Kim treats everyone the same. No favoritism to me if you want to apply to iTutor. It really is that easy. Okay, so Marianne, one thing, she's about to apply. So this is why I'm talking to Marianne. One thing I forgot. I mean, it is like this at VIPKID too, but it's been 1.5 years since I applied. I forgot how much unpaid time it takes to like get on board with a company. So the hiring process was easy, but then the onboarding, all the stuff you have to do to get there, it's a lot of work that I'm not getting paid for, to be honest. I just want to like open up and teach. There are a series of videos you have to watch and a quiz. Danny, you will like this. The quizzes do not trick you. So that is good. Unlike VIPKID and GoGoKid, where like you take the quizzes and they try to trick you. These quizzes were like straightforward. So literally, luckily, actually watching the videos I did during times when I would have been idle anyway. They say they give you 4 days. Luckily, Kim told me they're very flexible with the four days. Like I hadn't done anything. Kim, 4 days later, and I just sent an email and they're like, oh, no problem. So anyways, on Monday, my daughter had an appointment, and it's one of those appointments where I'm like sitting around, just sitting there for 3 hours. So it was perfect. I had time to watch all those videos and do the quiz. I literally, since I was sitting around for 3 hours and couldn't go anywhere, it was the perfect time. I would have been bored without these videos. I got 50% of the way through it. And that wasn't the only thing I did. I did like feedback for VIPKID and got ready for my classes the next day. So I got 50% through it. The next day, I was working at my other job, and like every single break, and I got there early because traffic wasn't that bad. So every single break, I was like watching a video and doing a quiz, watching a video and doing a quiz. Every time we had a break, almost finished it. Today's Thursday. This was Tuesday. I had like one more quiz when I got home. I did it real quick. I wanted to be done. Then yesterday, I spent all day trying to like upload the documents, which they're all already on my computer because of VIPKID and GoGoKid. I have them in a folder. So like it's quicker than it used to be. I was, uploading a video, setting up my profile. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to get paid with the least amount of fees. You know, as you all know, at VIPKID, they have a US office. GoGoKid pays through PayPal. So this is the first time I've had to deal with like a foreign bank, and I'm still trying to figure that out. That was the last thing I did yesterday, so I was kind of tired. Easy quizzes. Yeah, I don't ever watch the videos. I just do the quizzes. Kim. All right, don't tell anyone, Kim. The hardest part is the banking, since it's an international wire transfer. Yeah. They're all things I know. Oh, yeah. Oh, well, I know you already know all this, Kim. I'm saying this for everybody else's sake. So anyways, yeah, it was very time consuming yesterday. I still have more to do for my onboarding. There's like an IT test that takes 20 minutes. There was one other thing I forgot. Oh, setting up your schedule. So yeah, Marianne, be prepared. There's a lot of time it's going to take to get on board that you don't get paid for, that you're doing on your own time. And like I said, it was like that for VIPKID, all the mocks. There's a lot you got to do without getting paid. I had forgotten about that. Hi, Lori. I'm just telling everybody about my hiring process at ITutor group. Oh, the quizzes were stuff you know. Okay. Yeah. And then the good thing is, like, I got like the first 4 or 5 videos and quizzes, boom, boom, boom. I got right through them. But, then you start getting tired after like the 5th one. So then I started getting some of them wrong. But the good thing is, like at VIPKID and GoGoKid, they tell you which questions you got wrong on the quiz. Actually, VIPKID doesn't. But they actually like give you the right answer if you do get it wrong. You're not like, oh, well, which answer is it? So I like that too. So anyways, yeah, there's a lot of work to do between the time that they say you're hired and you can actually open classes. My goal is to try to at least teach one class before the 31st, which is next Friday, so that Kim can get her bonus this month. I ended up using an old video. If I also had to like redo my profile video, which I want to anyway, that's been on my list. I have the same one that I started with. So I just used an old one, and I used the same one for children and adults, and they accepted it. I got on right before I was going live with you guys to check if they didn't say anything was wrong with it. So yeah, I more just did that so that I could like start teaching, but I plan to redo it anyway. I'm going to just do one that I can use for all the companies. I'm not going to say a company name. I'm not going to like wear orange or a company specific color so that I can be neutral. I prefer teaching older kids anyway, so I'm going to do one that could more appeals to adults and older kids. That way it covers, ITutor adults. I'm just going to do one. I'm not doing like multiple videos for multiple companies. It's time consuming just doing one. I have the same one for kids and adults too. Yeah, I wish we could teach during the day. You mean at VIPKID and GoGoKid? because you can teach during the day at ITutor. That's why I'm applying. Is this a new class for Nancy Taylor? Yeah, Danny and I are going to Nancy Taylor's class today, and I'm talking about my ITutor experience, Lori, or the onboarding process. So I still have a few more things to do, like I was saying, to get to till I can actually open classes. I hope to be able to open my schedule. Like I hope to be finished later today, tops tomorrow. Yeah, I'm going to see what it is all about. Are you talking about Nancy? Yeah, why not? It's a free class. Try it. Yeah. Oh, Amanda's at the doctor. Okay, thanks for coming, Amanda. Heather, we'll see us there. Cool. It'll be fun, Heather. So anyways, I hope I'm going live Tuesday. I don't know if by Tuesday I will have taught my first class, but after I teach my first class at ITutor, I will let you guys know how it went. So yeah, Kim actually gave me a video and I appreciate it. One of her friends, the guy who is on a lot of the ITutor videos, he did a pros and a cons, and he asked people, Kim is in it, to send them their pros and cons. And I appreciated hearing about it because all companies have pros and cons, all of them. So obviously the cons are not so bad that it's made me quit any of my companies. So I want to hear the cons so that I can be prepared. To me, the biggest pro about ITutor is the possible, I could work some hours while my kids are in school. So that trumps all of the cons anyways, but I like to hear it. Anyways, let's see. Nancy Taylor's class. Okay. Joe Milne. I probably am saying his name. Watch my video coming out today. It is live class footage. Okay, I will. I'm behind. I know you have several ITutor videos, Kim. Yeah, so anyone have any questions about ITutor? Did you want to know? I would say I'm pretty happy with the pay. It's pretty, without saying exactly my base pay, it's like what I got at, my base pay is what I got at VIPKID before the raise. They do pay based on location. I'm in a super high cost of living area, so I wasn't worried about that. So maybe if you're in a lower cost area, they might pay a little less. The only thing is their incentives. There's one of them I'm definitely not getting. So they have a $2 per class incentive, just like VIPKID. But one of them is based on you not canceling any classes. And they have a 5-hour minimum. And for the 5 hours that this 5 hours conflicts with my VIPKID classes. So I'm going to be canceling those every time. So that bonus is never going to happen. And then they have if you teach 50 classes in a month, you get another $1. I really have no idea if I'm going to make that because I'll have to get into this and see what my schedule is and what I decide to do and how many classes I end up teaching. So I don't know if I'll get that one or not. Definitely not getting the other one. Several lately. Today will be the most helpful. Oh, okay. Are you in a low cost area? I'm in second poorest state in the USA. Oh, cost of living by country, not state. Okay, you're okay then, Danny. Okay, that's good to know. I actually did not know that. All right. Thank you for sharing. No problem. All right. So I wanted to anyone want to have anything else to say about ITutor before I move on? You will be surprised how quickly you will get 50 sessions. Yeah, if I did 2 classes a day, less than a month, you'd be there. Yeah, so no problem, Marianne. Yep, I'm letting you know what's to come. So my son did a Spanish class called Club. I think it's called Club Spanish, or is it Spanish Club? I don't know. Danny, I think your son did it. So tell me, what's it called? But I did a trial class. It is so cool to be on the other side. I love when people post videos of their kids doing Lingo Bus or classes like this, because then through their eyes, you get to see what it's like to be on the parent side. Like Laura, the one who just came back from, Kids Club, it's called. Sorry, Kids Club. She's done several videos about her girls doing Lingo Bus, and I love watching it just to see from the parent side. So now I actually got to be on the parent side. It's so cool to see the other side. Yes. So yeah, it is. So basically what happened was he got in trouble at the library and got his phone taken away. I had been telling him like I wanted to take him to take these Spanish classes. If he's going to take Spanish in the fall, this would give him a jump start. And you guys, now knowing what we know about how kids learn languages, we know that the way they teach it in school is not going to help them to be able to speak it and remember it very well. Actually, yesterday I took my kids and me to get haircuts and saw a friend of mine there with her 2 kids, a good friend of mine, and her son was saying he took 3 years of Spanish. Just last year was his last year. He didn't remember any of it. So like, I want him to get like the speaking and listening. In school, they get the reading and writing. So anyways, on a whim, we like signed up for the Spanish class because he had his phone taken away and he was bored. So I'm like, yeah, let's do a Spanish class tonight. Like I signed up for a trial class, like an hour and a half from the time we signed up. And so there was only like 1 teacher available. So I was like, yeah, okay, this is our only choice. Let's go with this guy. He was from, I think, Guatemala. I don't know. Actually, I don't remember. But anyways, I haven't gotten a chance to watch the playback yet. I've been busy trying to get all my ITutor stuff done when I do have free time. So I definitely want to rate the guy. But watching my son, I was off to the side. My son had on, headphones, so I couldn't hear what the guy was saying, but I could see him, and he used a lot of TPR and like props. So like I could still know what was going on, and then I could hear my son's end of the thing. And I think he was pretty good. I want to actually watch the playback, and I am going to give him a review because we all know how important those reviews are. Like we understand. I just want to watch the playback before I do, so I can give like specifics. So you guys, if ever like you wonder why parents wait like 2-3 weeks, a month to give you a review, it's because they get busy and they haven't had time to watch the class. So I'm learning. Yeah. But it was cool. I could my son's complete beginner. He did know how to count to 10 already, but they made him speak in complete sentences. You can't just say uno, you have to say numero uno or ile, whatever, numero uno. And they taught him like A, B, C, D. That was as much as we got time. A, B, C, D. And at one point, my son goes, I don't understand. I want you to speak English. And I was like so embarrassed. I'm in the background going, no, you can't. He told me he never spoke to him in English. And it says in his profile he knows English. So I'm sure they're not allowed to. Like at our companies, we're not allowed to speak to them in their native language. And my son said, but I want, I want someone in English where they can tell me the English word, then tell me the Spanish word. But I'm like, no, it doesn't work that way. He goes, I just understood what they were saying by the slides and what he was pointing to. I was like, yeah, that's the point. But yeah, I want to say, you've heard this before, but cut down on that incidental language. Because he said he would like say some things in Spanish and I wouldn't understand them. Yeah, no incidental language, you guys. Now I see it from the other side. They have no idea what you're saying, especially like a level 1 or level 2. My son is like a complete beginner, which seems weird to us because we would never have like a 13-year-old in like level 1 or beginning level 2, but we start languages much later here in America. So he would be like a super beginner, and he told me, oh, the class is too easy. I already knew my numbers. I was like, I know, but you're still a beginner. Like you might know your numbers and that's it. Like maybe the first class would be easy, but like the rest, you would be learning things. I agree with your son. Okay, what part were you referring to? A little English to help out. Yeah. I mean, it would be helpful, and that's what they would do in school. But, maybe they all don't know English. Like us, we don't do the Chinese word and then the English word. So Heather said, when I was in high school and college in German class, no English was allowed. Okay, interesting. That's funny. Okay, I'm not sure what part that was. Hardest thing about level 1 and 2 for me. Me too. It definitely is hard not to have that incidental language. But now that I've seen it from the other side, I'm going to try even harder. Did the teacher extend? Well, like I said, Marianne, I didn't get to watch the playback. Not a whole lot, but he went till 28 minutes and they barely finished the lesson. Like when he got to the ABCs, he only did like A, B, C, and D. So I don't think they had a lot of time, but my son's such a beginner that just, if he just learns the basics, that's fine with me. But like I said, I haven't watched the video where I could hear him also. No, I don't know. Oh, no say. Okay, is that how that's, I don't know. Okay, no say, I'll teach you that. When I taught my kids Spanish, Dixie would just say no say every time I asked her a question. Yeah, I know there's a little bit of, it's a little like scary to teach them that, because don't you hate when some of our kids like have learned, I don't know, and that's all they give you for every answer. Yeah. So, okay, Heather, it's not in all caps, but I'm going to read it anyways. You had to come up with something, no matter how stupid you thought it sounded. I see how it was a good thing because you learned the language well. Yeah. And I think speaking, even if you get it wrong, will help you. I agree. Like, I think if he takes these classes, he'll just be like the Spanish class. Then when he takes them in school, it'll be so much easier for him. It'll be like an easier grade. I don't know, drives me crazy. Yes. Got to get ready for work. Oh, Danny. Okay, still listening. Okay, still listening. I'm actually not going to talk too much longer. I have a few other little things I was going to say. I finished all my topics. Got to get ready for work, still listening. Okay. But there's a couple other little things I wanted to tell you guys about. Oh, okay, so first of all, hold on. All right. Okay. If anybody, I've actually seen a lot of people lately who are going for their TESOL. I know I posted this before. I'm going to go ahead and post my TESOL course link. And let's see, there's some other links I wanted to share with you guys. Okay, so here's a link just to the International Open Academy, just in general. Like if you wanted to look at their other courses, this is that too. Let's see, I have a couple other links. Here's a link I have for the other course, Teaching English Online. That is on my list to do. Oh, you guys, in addition to me trying to do all my iTutor stuff, I have 2 new certifications I'm going to try to get at VIPKID. Don't even ask me what they are. I just saw them open in the portal and I clicked apply, because I know if you don't click apply right away, it might go away. But basically, I wasn't even going to look at it until I finished the iTutor stuff. So I've got 2 new certifications I need to do at VIPKID too. Are they necessary to teach? Okay, Marianne, are they necessary to teach online or good to have? Depends on the company, Marianne. A lot of them now with the new Chinese regulations, like if you don't have a teaching certificate, if you're a certified teacher in your state, they would accept that teaching certificate. But for people who don't have one, then it's good to have. My video goes live in 3 minutes, so I'm nervous. Live class footage. Oh, is it a premiere, Kim? If it's a premiere, I'll get off and we can all go to it. Oh, Marianne, let me tell you something. I was able to put 3 TESOLs, including my VIPKID TESOLs, my regular and advanced, on the iTutor site. Let me tell you how I do it, because they only let you have 1 of each thing. I labeled them all as TESOLs at first, and it wouldn't accept them. So the one through International Open Academy is actually a TESOL/TEFL. So I labeled that as a TEFL. One of the VIPKID ones I labeled as a TESOL, and the advanced one I labeled as other. So there you go. I was able to post them all on my iTutor thing. Not a premiere. Okay, then I don't feel bad. I will definitely watch it. You need a TESOL for iTutor group. Okay, yeah. And here's some other links I wanted to give you guys. So I wanted to give you guys Casey on her channel, along with who was in this week's. I think it was just Casey, Morgan, and Cindy this week. They did a collab. They do them every Monday at 3 Eastern, 2 Pacific. I'm normally free at Mondays at this time, but just so happened the past 2 Mondays I haven't been. Here's another interesting, if I see interesting videos, I'm gonna pass it on to you. I thought this video was interesting. I know Danny watched this already, but this is between teacher Brett and teacher Paige. It's kind of like, you know, when you have a problem and you just want to discuss it with your friends, there's like nothing you can do to solve the problem, but it just helps to talk about it. I feel like listening to the two of them and this discussion about where the online industry is going is kind of like just talking to a friend that just, it's good to talk about it. It's good to discuss it. You know, we see the writing on the wall, basically, like GoGoKid's changing their pay structure, VIPKID's changing their pay structure for new teachers coming in. Thank God, not us yet, but, you know, so you just see the companies going in a different direction. They're starting to pay less for referrals. So theirs is just a discussion about those types of things. Yeah, I'm not going live tomorrow if anyone wants to take it. Okay, that's why I love having you ladies on my live. Yes. So yeah, I feel like it's just a discussion, and it's basically the gist of what they were saying in the video is like, this is awesome if you want a part-time job. It's an awesome part-time job, but it is not going to be the best full-time job. If you only ever wanted this as a part-time job and that's all you wanted it for, it's perfect. I don't think the business is going away completely. If like in the summer, I was working 10 classes a day average. I would say I was working about 35 hours a week average. So some weeks I did work 40. I was working almost full time. And now I'm down to like 4 classes a day. So it's already happened to me. Part of it is my own personal schedule too. And that's why I'm going with ITutor. But it's basically just a discussion about that kind of thing, and how if you started a YouTube channel today, it wouldn't be as successful just because with referrals. Like my YouTube, when I started YouTube, it wasn't specifically for referrals, you know, just because Nancy Taylor got in at the right time, you know. I would not be where I am today without y'all. Yeah, me too, Danny. Thank you. I'm glad we found each other. Yeah, it was a very honest discussion coming from 2 GoGoKid people. Yes, I agree. These are 2 people who like are known for being at GoGoKid. Brett does videos on VIPKID and GoGoKid, but I feel like she's more known at GoGoKid because back a year and a half ago when GoGoKid was new, like it was such a new company that like anyone who had GoGoKid videos out at that time was getting viewed and like went straight to the top, you know, because the market was already saturated with VIPKID. Brett used to interview for VIPKID, or maybe she was she was a mock mentor. Yeah, she was a mock mentor too. Yep. So it was just interesting. You know what I kind of think goes along with their video? I don't have a link to it, but Lori, if you're still here, put your latest video out, because theirs was like the honest discussion you have with like the friend. You can't really change things. But then Lori was like the professional life coach. Like, this is what you need to do about it. Her latest video where it's like, you should do this, this, and that. You should have many streams of income and more than one company. You know, we all know that's how we balance this all out. So anyways, yeah, I wanted to share those with you guys. Wow, I cannot believe it. I've almost talked for an hour. I had a lot to say today. So hopefully, maybe by the next time I go live, I can tell you guys about my first class at ITutor, but it might be maybe next time, maybe 2 live streams from now. So anyways, I got to go put on real pants and go. All right, bye, ladies. Yeah, I'm going too, Danny. All right, you guys, thanks for coming to my live. Thanks for listening. I will see you guys on Tuesday. All right, bye, guys. Happy New Year. All right, I can't end this.